Alright, so it's tough. So you guys messed up with the keyboard thing on the computer?
Yeah.
Lauren? Good. Good.
So I wanted something where we could focus more on like the artist development side. You know, where are we going to get a platform to actually talk to them about this stuff, about things to do differently, about things to try out, about things to mess around with and experiment. So we kind of made the honor roll.
I feel like the thing about the honor roll is like we don't really have that in Toronto. We don't really have like these like environments where we could just go in, you know, be comfortable and like practice our performances, our open mic skills and stuff like that. They do a live band and you just go there on the mic and just freestyle.
We're pretty inclusive, actually more forgiving at the honor roll right now while we get things rolling. I mean, hip-hop means attitude. It means giving a damn about everything you do, every word you say, every movement you make, every sound you make. Everything has to have a purpose. I've kind of got two things driving from behind with everything that I do. The first thing is wanting to see change, wanting to see things be better. And I mean, as a musician, I want to play with artists that I like and respect. We have to be doing this because we're seeing where it's going. So all these artists, they're walking into our studio and having to play by our rules, so we're breaking egos as we go. Right now we're dealing with MCs running out of breath, using weak vocal cord closure on the mic, holding the mic wrong, still learning to structure their writing in like micro and macro scopes. We're just trying to get them in front of as many diverse audiences as possible.
Most MCs, you know, they're usually like, they usually put themselves in a box. Mm-hmm. And then what I usually have to do is be like, have you heard this? You though, because you're a DJ, you've heard a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I have.
You know a lot of music. So for you, I feel like what you're going to have a hard time with is filtering it down.
That is exactly where I am right now because I have so much passion for all of these different genres that I feel I could incorporate into my stuff, but I'm looking for one that kind of feels like home or some place.
Yeah.
When I first started hearing music that was really inspirational to me in ways that I'd never experienced before, it kind of got me to start asking questions or looking at my own life in a different way. There is like a prayer group that that uses our building, and they do this thing called Call to Prayer, and it's like a pretty well-known thing, and there's a specific way that they do it, and just like the tone of the voice was like, it really grabbed me, and I was like, I needed to know what it was, and so I was like, okay, perfect, I start from there, and I already know like the voice is inspiring enough. So there's a pretty like obvious tone usage there, so it's like you can like build your melody around it pretty easily, and then basic like hip hop thing going on. Like keep a pretty simple bass, but I'm like a big fan of like the classic old school bass lines and stuff like that. Like And then I didn't really incorporate the voices too crazily, but yeah. And then so once I built the melody, it was pretty easy for me to put the vocals in there because it all accommodates each other once you get a sense of what like I'm inspired by, like what I get a sense of what I'm inspired by. And then so like when I hear other people's good music, I'm like, yo, I need to do that for myself so that I could hopefully, because it was really helpful for me as a younger person growing up in this world to hear something that could be that inspirational and make me question my life like that. And it was like just art, you know, something that someone had to live a life to get to. I feel, for one, the importance of hip hop lies in the acceptance of the amount of aggression that can be released in a song, which is I feel in society and maybe an oppressed part of, you know, being human. I really enjoy the way that they, you know, bring the struggle of life into light. Once my lines between dreaming and reality started to blur, and I started to lose sense of what was going on in my life, I realized music was really the only solid thing that actually made sense to a lot of people and spoke for itself.
That's staccato, so everything's short, right? So I want you to approach the whole line with more of a staccato sensibility. I take it back to Bogies and Dilla tapes.
Take it back to Bogies and Dilla tapes, like that, or?
Exactly. It's a lot more clarity. All right, let's try it again. 2.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yo. Take it back to Bogies and Dilla tapes. To make a rap to slowly just innovate. Let's face the facts, you mostly
Stop.
just...
So innovate.
Uh-huh.
It just sounded like you had your hand over your mouth.
Okay, yeah.
Innovate.
I felt like that. Innovate.
More time?
Innovate.
Okay, so now the thing that's wrong with it is you're not resonating. So like we talked about before with all the
So I just...
Good. So
okay.
that stuff needs to come out. You hear how much more volume I have, and I'm not pushing any air. Good. Better.
Okay.
Tap into that.
I felt like I was always in a cipher. I felt like a sense of unity, right? Like we're all there, like in that circle, just like displaying our form of art to each other, and that, in a way, just brings like unity to us, because like we all come from different backgrounds, different places. Like, you know, we've all like either dealt with like impoverishment. Some of us, you know, like have gone through other issues, and you know, once like you're like in a cipher, it's basically bringing all of us together, right? Like, and the only thing that matters at like that moment is basically our art. So I don't know, I feel like in terms of support, like I feel like my resources are my support, right? Like places like the Honor Roll, like Beast Mode, which is the Battle League in Toronto, or even like Rise, which is like a poetry event that happens like in Scarborough. Like all of these are like resources and outlets in the city that I feel is my support and is helping me develop as an artist. So, you know, I feel like that's where I get my support from, right? I recently did a King of the Dot tournament, and I sacrificed a lot just to like get all of that like finished, all that material finished. Like I tried to rehearse every day, and what happened was like I ended up like losing in the first round. Moments like that where like I sacrificed everything and like it didn't go the way I wanted to. It's just like shit, like, you know, like what do I do next? Like how do I recover from that, you know? Life is not going to go the way you always wanted to, you know? Like, there's going to be times where you're going to fail. But what matters is, like, when you fail, like, what do you do in that circumstance? Like, do you, like, stand back up to it? Or do you just, like, you know, walk away and, like, give up on your dream? And to be honest with you, like, I'm not going to give up in this dream because, like, this art means everything to me. So, nah. Like, that definitely really, like... I feel like that experience should have happened, too. Like, that experience was meant to be. Or else I wouldn't have learned that lesson, you know? Like, so...
the fact that something like the honor roll exists is really just a plus, because I feel like it's only going to get better from there. You know, more people are going to want to like do the same thing. Everyone there, and especially Donnie, is there to help us. And if it's like, you know, if you're really looking for something, then just be honest, and everyone will help you there. It's like such a supportive environment, and I feel safe being there and just being honest.
Donnie's like a big impact, like just like in the honor roll scene, and I feel like he's a big impact for the people who are coming up in the Toronto hip hop scene. Like he's really helped a lot of artists develop. Like I seen what he did with DeLorean, and I feel like he's done like a lot to help like DeLorean be where he's at. And in my opinion, like Detox, like he's probably like one of the most like improved like MCs, right?
So we're trying to prove things to people. End goal is that we have something that we can be proud of. For me, I haven't been proud of Toronto hip hop for a long time.
If you want to see MCs who can survive through anything, the reason we emphasize the trading thing is like listen to musical phrases.
If you just want to write rhymes, you can write rhymes wherever. But we're spitting with the band, we got musicians, we're building the artist development, we're doing artist shows, showcasing with a bunch of different organizations in the city. So if you want on that, this is step one. And then we'll just be throwing stuff at you. We got a whole team of producers we're working with now too. All kinds of stuff is in play. So the honor roll, that's what that is.
Right, so we're gonna get it going. Just to show you what's going down at the honor roll.
Whoa, this is what we polish. Trying to figure out what it is that we can call it. Falling every single day cause I'm ballin'. Shots fly away and I've got this. Realize I'm still cool, paying attention in life school. I might use different tools inside of my shed. It's all on my head. I'll be rocking until I'm dead. How? It doesn't matter just as long as I come down.
Calm down, head off like Kung Lao. Nice with the inner rhymes in a compound. Every time I kick it, we just go back to mix it. You know how I do when I'm rapping with lyrics. Master of the metaphors. Every time I kick it like Jin from Tekken 4. Rest assured the way I kick rhymes. I spit it so live. My name is KG. I be nice with the rhymes.
Yo! Nice with the rhyme, got your head knocking. We do it all the time, spitting like a prophet, getting you to slime so you can slip around, so you can hear the sound coming down with the sickness. Cause I got this, like this my vision. I'm a hot shit. When I put it in my hands, realize that the profit is only for my soul. This is why I'm not stopping.
Not stopping, just like a poppin'. Knowledge when I'm dropping with the brolic. This is what I do, cause I'm rapping so chaotic. Back in 97, Big O dropped the Ebonics. This is how I do it, cause I am a prophet. Flow comes better than the money in my pocket. You know how I drop it, go big like Wallace. This is what I do when I'm like I demolish.
Yeah, demolish, never falling. Unbutton my collar, cause I'm calling out the real me when you feel me. When we hit beats, this is why I ain't stalling. Cause I'm on this, like it's flies on shit. Trying to get down to my shit, to the grit. Like I'm digging my own hole, my fingertips. Got some mud underneath it, but this is how I exist.
It's about developing confident and informed people who know what they're doing and why. That's how you build a community. That's how you build positive and sustainable culture. That's our primary motive.
YouTube should be in. Yo, this shit's fire. Make some noise for the honor roll right now. Oh, come on, yeah, come on, baby, yeah. Shout to the high ground, shout to some detox, drink, experience, things. Come on, what you need? Turn it, Chucky, turn it. And we're out. That is all. Peace.
Don't forget every Sunday to make cafe. Every Sunday to make cafe.
Thank you for correcting me.
More even, because 1, 2. Yes. Go away. Hey. 1, 2, 3.
3, 2, coming through, making sure I'm always doing everything I need to do.
When I'm rapping, every time it's smooth. This is what I do when I kick the moves. I howl at the moon like a werewolf. You know what hair full, plots off in your body that I have pants full. Like a hot pants full, like my money in my pants and it just can't fold.
And they can't flow, motherfucker, leaving eggs scrambled. The goddamn kid rearrange words like Scrabble.
Scrabble like I'm getting all the pieces. I'm lining up and I'm spelling like I'm in pieces.
Yeah, man, you know, we still pieces. Our romantic, scientific.
It's scientific, never rhyme simplistic, cause I hate you looking at my fun statistic.